Hey everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to more Fallout New Vegas. In the last part, we were at the RepCon test facility, where we helped out a bunch of very interesting ghouls, and at the end of that part, we came back to Novak, because there's actually, something we need to do here that's kind of important for the story, and then we also needed to sleep, which is what I did. Now, I'm actually in the suite that we got. I didn't show this on screen, but a little while ago I talked to Cliff Briscoe here, who was running the Dinky Dono shop. And after you take care of Jeannie Mae for Boone's personal quest, he actually takes over control of the motel, and he gives you this room for free. So it's just upstairs on the top here, and I'll show you where it is when we leave. But I needed to come in here and sleep. And that's what I did, and we're all good. So, before we get started on what we're going to do in this video, let's just look around here and loot some things. And I also need to say that, going into this video, it's going to be a bit shorter than the videos have been. It'll be less than an hour long. And the reasoning behind that is, this morning I actually had... Ooh, is that... Oh, it's dog meat. What the fuck? But anyway, I had stuff done on a couple of my teeth. I had some fillings put in and a crown and all this other crazy stuff. So my mouth's a little sore, but I had the urge to record and I wasn't going to just deny myself that. So, yep, I'm just going to put up with it, but not for too long, at least. Maybe I'll do another video this afternoon, but just for this one straight, it's going to be a bit shorter. Okay, anyway. Let's go ahead and move on. So this is where we were. This motel room right up here. And we need to find Manny Vargas and talk to him. And I think now... Yeah. He's actually on our map. Because this is part of that They Win a That Way quest. And this is the main quest that we've been trying to do. And this, everything we've done here in Novak has kind of centered around that quest. Going to Helios One, you could technically say it was part of this one because we needed to do it to get information from Manny without bribing him. Okay, Boone, this is very awkward. This is weird, but whatever.
You have any luck with the ghouls? I'm counting on you.
Yes, the ghouls are no longer at RepCon.
Really? Unbelievable, man. I knew that wasn't going to be easy. But I had a good feeling about you. You look like you've been through a lot.
Yeah, now about the man I'm looking for.
Okay, I'll tell you everything I know, like I promised. The guy you're looking for, Benny, he was traveling with some members from my old gang. They were going to Boulder City.
Okay, any idea where they went, or why they went that way?
No clue. I know Benny hadn't paid up yet. Maybe that was where they were supposed to get square.
Okay, where is Boulder City?
It's straight up Route 93 from here. Just keep following the road north.
Alright, that's all I needed to know.
Hope that helps. I owed you.
Okay. So you were in a gang? Were they tough? He's actually going to tell us about a faction that we're going to meet, relatively soon. So this is a good option to get.
Were they tough? I was in the cons, man. It doesn't get any badder.
Oh. Okay, well that's all he could. I thought he was going to tell us about the cons and everything, but nope. He just says he was in them and that there was no badder gang. But we'll meet them soon enough, and then we can get more information. Okay. So now that we've done that, we need to go north to Boulder City, and that's basically where we're going to be heading. And this is actually, pretty much a shorter trip than it was to get from Nipton to Novak. So Nipton's all the way down here. Novak was up here, and we had to, follow along this road. So this shouldn't take us very long. But before we actually go off towards Boulder City, I want to go to this location I put a marker for on the map. When we were talking to Old Lady Gibson for the Come Fly With Me quest, she actually mentioned Helios One, I think. It was either her or someone in Novak. And that's actually a really important place that we want to go to. It's a good place to go to early in the game because you'll meet more NCR people and you'll learn more about you know, all the crap that's been going on with them in the Waste with, like, other factions. So, like, if you've played Fallout 3, you know about the Brotherhood of Steel, or even Fallout 4, and they are actually in this game. They just don't have a very big presence, and we'll learn more about them, I think, from the NCR here. But anyway, so yeah, I have to apologize also. Like, if my speech sounds a little more garbled than it usually is, like my mouth is slightly numb still, not as bad as it was like even an hour ago, but it's still numb and it's still a little awkward to talk, but it's getting better. And my hope is that by talking... Ooh, hello? What's going on over here? Who are you fighting? Oh my god, was it more of these assholes? Well, how did I miss that? Where's Boone? Okay, Boone's right there. Oh my goodness. We have to deal with more of these guys. Well, you know what? No, come here. Here's what we're gonna do. Don't stick around here. Let's go to the fucking Helios One. Because there are, like, NCR troopers. And they'll, like, take these guys out. So, I don't want to have to fight them again. But yes, what I was saying was, my hope is that by recording and moving my mouth, maybe that'll get, like, the numbness moving, or, like, the blood to come in to remove the numbness. I don't know. So, recording is uncomfortable as it is right at the moment. It might actually benefit me. Okay. Well, anyway, here we are, Helios One. Really good place to come to. Really important to the Wasteland, and we'll find out why very soon. And let's get more information about this place. Hello?
This is a restricted area. State your business.
Okay, so we can lie our way in and say that we're with the NCR, but that doesn't seem like a right thing to do. So let's just say I saw this place in the distance and wanted to investigate. We obviously don't want to, instigate anything in here, because that would be bad.
Or you're a Legion spy trying to infiltrate our perimeter. Give me one good reason I should let you through.
Well, our science is high enough to pass this. I notice your solar tower isn't collecting much sunlight. I can help.
No need. We already have an expert hard at work on it. Then again, our expert is an idiot. Hell, he might as well be a saboteur. I guess you couldn't do any worse. Have him fill you in on the details. He's in the back of the building. You'll know him when you see him. Keeps his sunglasses on all the time, even when he's sleeping.
Okay, why are you here and not on the front lines? Isn't that more important?
I ask myself the same question all the time. But energy is hard to come by around here. Gives you more control over this area than troops ever could. Hell, if we lose the dam to the Legion, this little plant may be our last stand.
Okay, shouldn't there be more important, or more people than this defending a power plant?
There should, but we're not getting much power out of it, so none of our enemies have big interest in it either. Not like Hoover Dam, anyway. We had a real fighting force here just long enough to take it from the Brotherhood of Steel. Then they got sent east to the dam like everybody else. Caesar's Legion sends skirmishers every so often, prodding for weaknesses mostly. The reality is, if they really wanted it, we'd all be dead.
Why was the Brotherhood of Steel here?
Damned if I know. Put up a hell of a fight, though. We had them outnumbered, I don't know, 20-1 maybe? They held out as long as they could, lost most of their force before they retreated. Gave us a little parting gift, too. They had some of the plant running, but they shut it all down. Enabled an old security system, too, to keep us away from the controls. Jerk-offs.
Yeah, what assholes.
Later.
Okay. So she gave us some really good information. Like, they're here, and they gave us permission to, like, come in here and help out. Because if we can get this power plant up and running, that could really do some good for the people around here. Although, we've been to a lot of places and they seem to have electricity, which was always kind of weird. But I'm going to assume, for the sake of not, like, you know, driving myself crazy that they get power from either, like, I don't know, generators or batteries that they've scavenged, or maybe there is some small amount of electricity coming from this plant already, but it's so small that people can only run basic stuff. But I don't know. I'm sure, like, if one were to look on YouTube, they could find, like, videos about people explaining how that's an inconsistency in the lore, like how places still have electricity, but then they might also explain that, like, clues just from characters and other things you see, like, maybe it explains how a lot of people have electricity. I don't know. But I'm going to assume for, like, here, for New Vegas, people can get electricity from the dam and then also from this plant as well. So, anyway. I don't know if there's any collectibles here. Okay, there is a medicine book somewhere. And I actually don't know where that is. Huh. I'll have to figure that out. Oh, gosh. If I got stuck by walking on a table again, I'd be so sad. Okay. So you must be the scientist because you have your sunglasses on.
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me? They're replacing me, aren't they?
Settle down. I'm not here to replace anyone.
Damn right you're not. Goddamn right. Why would they? You can't top this guy. Just a little more time. You can't keep Fantastic down for long.
Okay. You seem really full of yourself. What job do you have here?
What else? I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No Fantastic, no power. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats, and it feels so good.
Okay. What are you trying to accomplish? I don't like this guy.
Well, see, we're getting power because the guy running this place is fantastic. But the mirrors outside aren't aimed right, so we're running at 1% efficiency, and I guess that just isn't good enough for some assholes. Trouble is, most of the controls for this place aren't here. They're in the tower. And that place has some crazy pre-war security system that the dumb shit NCR set off when they took over. Killed 2 guys. Now they won't go near it. They want me to make an omelet, but I can't break any of their eggs. Know what I'm saying?
Okay, how would someone retarget the mirrors?
There's these 2 terminals outside. They control the mirrors. I tried fooling with them, but didn't get very far. You'd have to get them to talk to the mainframe up in the tower, then do the rest from up there. I'm guessing, but it sounds good, right? Hey, you're not thinking about going up there, are you?
I am now.
Well, hey, if you find yourself up at the mainframe, do yourself a favor and make sure you send the power to the right place. It needs to go to the Strip and McCarran.
Okay, why should the power go to the Strip and McCarran?
Because I get paid, that's why. Per kilowatt hour. Whatever the hell that is. That's where the NCR wants the power, so that's where I want it. But you know, you do that, maybe I put in a good word for you with them. Fantastic's little helper. There's a reputation you can hang your hat on.
Okay. What exactly do you do?
Fuck, man. Everything. I push buttons, I turn dials, I read numbers. Sometimes I make up little stories in my head about what the numbers mean. Like one time I imagined they were a code to get into a vault full of naked women. Man, how cool would that be?
Alright, so you have no idea what you're doing. That's the vibe that I get.
No, man. I know exactly what I'm doing. I just don't know what effect it's going to have. Over there controls power in this building. That station has readouts on the computer network. That big knob there makes a crazy noise. Sparks come out of that slot if you put stuff in it. And I'm learning more every day.
Okay, what an imbecile. How did you even get this job?
It was easy, man. They were going door to door asking if anyone knew any scientists. I said look no further. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said welcome aboard.
Okay. So this guy's just an idiot.
It's the password to one of the terminals outside. Found it written on one of the stalls in the bathroom.
Well, that's convenient. Okay, what is the password that was written on a stall wall? Oh, okay, that was just written there. That seems really sketch. Okay. Anyway, so now we need to get this plant up and running. And he wants us to send the power to the NCR places. Well, the strip is more a little bit for everyone, but the McCarran is like totally NCR territory.
Hello.
Hello.
It's unusual to see a new face here. Are you a soldier or a scientist?
More of a drifter.
I see. Then you must have some special business here for them to have let you through.
They're looking for help getting this plant running.
Interesting. Forgive me for prying, but I'm curious. Are you with a particular group?
This is your turf. For all I know, you could have me killed for my alliance. Who are you with? Okay, that's a good option.
Very well, yes. I'm part of the followers of the apocalypse. If you're not familiar, we seek peace and the spread of knowledge. Knowledge that must never be lost to the world. Now your turn.
Okay. I want what you want.
That's reassuring. Although many who've made that claim to the followers of the apocalypse over the years have had less than pure intentions. But if it's really as you say, then take my advice. This installation carries with it dangers that no one here has realized. Take care what you do here, and who you listen to. Some things are best left buried with the old world.
Okay, what more is there to this place than a power plant?
I don't entirely know. Our records on the company that built this place suggest that their dealings were not only in energy, but also in weapons. And I've seen equipment here marked with symbols used by the pre-war military. Targeting computers, shock sensors. A code word comes up repeatedly in the papers I've looked through here. Archimedes.
Ooh, you think Archimedes is a weapon they built here?
Yes. And the technology they have in this facility is like nothing I've seen. Some of it reminds me of Enclave equipment, but more advanced. A weapon based upon it would be catastrophic, no matter who claimed it. It's no wonder the Brotherhood wouldn't give it up.
Huh. Okay, let's stop talking to him for a second, because I think he said some really key things that are going to trigger with EDE. So let's see.
Goodbye.
Maybe? Oh. Okay, never mind. That's awkward. Let's get back to that conversation. He does say things that will trigger stuff with EDE. Maybe I just didn't get to that option yet. The Brotherhood of Steel knew about Archimedes?
They weren't here for me to ask, but I doubt they were here for electricity. When the NCR first came here, it was under Brotherhood control. They usually steered clear of one another, but something here changed their minds. The Brotherhood's interest in pre-war technology has always been in weapons. It's likely they were trying to reclaim Archimedes when the NCR arrived.
Okay, the NCR helped me to asked me to help increase the plant's power output.
Then I would say do it. As long as the power of this plant is committed to the regional grid and not to a weapon, we are safe. If you're the one to restore output, then you can route the power where you choose, and they'll never be the wiser. I can't get you past the security in the tower, but I can be of some help. I've discovered a password for one of the mirror-controlled terminals outside. You'll need it.
Okay, that's helpful. Why would you trust me with this?
I'm a man of letters. I'd be torn to pieces by the security system they have in that tower. I'd never reach the mainframe. But eventually, the NCR will. Or if not them, Caesar's Legion. They will use this place for war. Because the possibility exists you might do anything else, you're the only choice I have.
Okay. The NCR doesn't know about the weapon?
Not yet. By some miracle, they've hired an imbecile to try and decipher the systems here. He spent months working at one console trying to get the solar reflectors to track the sun. What he doesn't know is that the only thing the console controls is the plant's intercom system. I tried to tell him, but he insisted that the largest console had to be the most important. Still, it's only a matter of time.
Okay, what an idiot. Where should I route the power?
Oh, the NCR has their own designs for it, no doubt, but resist the urge to send it only to the thriving communities. The need for power is great everywhere. Distributing it evenly is the most rational and humane choice.
Okay, makes sense.
Goodbye.
All right. ED, did that not spark something in you? Let me see. Whoops. Okay. Maybe that doesn't happen yet. Like, maybe he just, like, triggers the first speech option, and that's it. But, okay, anyway. Forget I mentioned anything. It's fine. If, I'll just look up that quest later on and then see if I missed something. But I don't think I did. I think we're okay. Alright, anyway. So we have a couple things we need to do now. We need to come over to this facility. What's even our first, like, goal here? Connect to the Helios One mainframe from the eastern. Okay, so we just need to connect to the mainframe from, like, 2 different terminals. So that should be easy enough, right? I hope. Okay. Oh. Okay, this will be good. We need to actually, like, salvage some of these solar arrays and repair them. I forget how many you have to do. But if we see any of those on the ground as we go through these areas, it would be good to pick those up. Okay, there's some ammo out here. Some missiles. I mean, they obviously don't care that I'm picking these things up, so I'm not that worried about it. It wasn't marked as red or anything. Alright. So, oh gosh, my legs have been snapped off at the bone. Do I have any doctor's bags? Okay, I do. No biggie. Just gotta be careful. Oh gosh. And there's mines. Arguably more dangerous than bear traps. Okay. Alright. We're good. Everything's fine. We're not bleeding too bad, I'm assuming. Alright. Reset mainframe connection. Let's read this. On Tuesday, February 16th at 2 p.m., technicians will be running a test of Archimedes and its connectivity with our plant security system. Under no circumstances should any employee be outdoors on the plant grounds until the alarm klaxon has ceased and an all clear is given. We have death and dismemberment waivers from all employees on file and are not responsible for any accidents that should occur during this procedure. Protective eyewear is mandatory for all technicians observing from the tower deck. Okay, upcoming visit. Brig must be an abbreviation. General Scott Lowe of the U.S. Army will be visiting the facility starting next Monday and staying on site indefinitely. When Archimedes goes live, he will be the only person here allowed to authorize its use for anything other than a test. Civilian employees are not required to salute, but it is expected of everyone that you observe thorough grooming and hygiene regimens and dress neatly while the general is with us. The general expects the best from all his men, and Poseidon men should be no different in the presence of such a fine and decorated soldier. Okay. So apparently, Poseidon was here, and that's actually like an energy corporation that was really, really, really important during the pre-war times. And they're actually like even more important in the earlier Fallout games. There's actually like an oil rig that they have in the ocean, and that's where the Enclave's base was at one point. And the Enclave, and it is Enclave and not fucking Enclave like the one guy said. I mean, I thought he was really smart, but then he goes and says like fucking Enclave. But yeah, they actually had a base there. Oh, and I was saying the Enclave are actually really important to lore, and we won't really see a lot of the reason behind that in this game. Because yes, the Enclave are here in this game, just a little bit, but they're not as sufficient as they are, or as important as they are in even Fallout 3. And they're like pretty much... okay, use the Helios One mainframe to send power to destination we're choosing. Alright. So we have to go back this way, I guess? I thought we had to do something with these arrays, but maybe not. Okay. Yeah, so bottom line, Poseidon is directly related to the Enclave. The Enclave are important to the earlier Fallout games, you know, even in Fallout 3. But then in New Vegas, they're here a little bit, as we'll see. But then in, like, Fallout 4, they're just completely non-existent. Which makes total sense if, you know, you've played Fallout 3 and you see what happens in that game. But anyway, okay. So let's go up here. I thought I had to repair these solar arrays, but maybe I just didn't have to do that yet. Whatever, doesn't matter much to me. Alright, I have a feeling we're going to be dealing with some nasty things in here, and I'm not ready for that. Okay, hello? Oh, gosh. Who's blocking me? Oh my god, I'm almost dead. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, this is bad. Alright, I'll just eat a bunch of things and hope that that's good enough. Okay. Alright, let me just sneak past here while my followers do most of the work. Alright. I have to remember that, like, I'm playing on this really hard difficulty. How did my fucking leg get destroyed? Alright, Edie, are you okay? Can we... Okay. No, Edie is good. That's all that matters to me. Alright, just don't change your focus to me. Oh gosh. Edie, you're tanking a lot. You're a good follower. Okay, there we go. We are okay. Except my leg is, like, broken, so we need to fix that. There we go. Alright. So far, okay. Oh, that exploded, but it didn't really hurt me as much as it could have. Okay. Wow. If the Brotherhood of Steel are the ones who rigged this place, then they're fucking assholes. Alright, there we go. We got in. Good stuff. And we can deactivate these. I don't know if there are any more turrets that are affected by that. Like, I certainly hope so. But I have a feeling that it's mostly for those ones we've already destroyed. And that makes that kind of pointless, but whatever. We're okay. Ooh, at least there's purified water here. So I guess if I was really desperate to heal, I could come back and take some sips from that. Alright. So that was a Robo-Brain. Really interesting enemy. Guess that's our first time seeing that too. Or like any robots. Actually, no. There was... Oh, I didn't mean to fall down here. There was actually that one... Mr. Gutsy in the one mountain that we went to, which was really sketchy. But other than that, like, this is like the first main place we'll have been to with those in it. So, yeah. Okay. So nothing else really down here. Alright. Let's just stick with it. There's not much for us to be finding at the moment. Okay. Yeah, so this place looks like shit. But just like every other place in the wasteland at this point in time. And there's... I don't know if that was green just because of the light, or if it was like... Oh! What was that? He was cussing at me. I don't appreciate that, sir. Please keep your speech PG-13. Okay. Whatever, we're fine. Okay. You know, I've actually been playing, like, a little bit of Fallout 3 on the side, just because, like, I've wanted to play more of this, but I was actually, like, on, like, a mini vacation for a little bit, and I had some time to play a game, for a little bit, And I really wanted to play more of this, but I can't really play this right. Oh my god! Oh my god. I got hit by something and it, like, destroyed all of my health. Oh gosh. Okay, I need a Med-X. Oh. And I'm addicted. Great! Alright, thank God for Fixer. Alright, how's everyone doing? EDE, you're on fire, but you're okay. That's what I like to see. Alright. My gosh. This is not good. Okay, anyway, I was saying, I've been playing Fallout 3. And the hunting rifle is like my most used gun right now. And I usually don't use the hunting rifle in this game just because there are better rifles. But I have one, so I might as well be using it. I don't know, like, how common of a weapon that is in this game. Alright. I'm gonna come down here and fucking die. Because I don't have any stim packs. Which I really should have been better about that. Okay, it's very dark in this area. Alright. There's Mr. Gutsy. He's got all kinds of ammo I'm never going to use that I can sell. Alright. More water. Can I get a sip? You know, I wonder if they put that there for, like, people who might come to this place and not have brought any healing items. Because, like, we've seen water fountains and stuff in buildings like this, but they've been irradiated. I don't know. I'm just going to take it. I'm not going to question it any further. Alright. That should make us okay. We're not good. We're still in kind of a bad spot. Okay. Boone, you pulled out your melee weapon. Good on you. Let's just be very careful. Alright. Ooh, what's that? Oh, I guess it's just the door. Okay, it's a locked door. An average door, which... Do I have... Oh, you know what? Actually, if I have Mentats... Locksmith's reader... Yes, okay. This is good. Alright. I don't know what's in this door, but... Okay. No, Boone! Boone, where are you going? You fucking... You... Okay. It's actually okay. They're still stuck behind these things. Actually, can I... No, they're like in some kind of shield. Oh gosh. He like glitched through it. Fucking mad lad. Oh my god. Boone, why did you come into this room? We were doing fine. We were doing fine, Boone. You need to go and ruin it. Okay, come on. Let's get the fuck out of here, you dumb butt. Alright. I need, like, all of the healing items I can get. Nuka-Cola. Some squirrel. Good. Alright. I don't know where EDE is. It's, like, back. Okay, Boone. EDE. Okay, there you are. Alright, can we just kill this guy? Oh my god. We can't even target him, and you guys are, like, just being dumb. Alright, whatever. Oh gosh, and now I'm, like, stuck. Okay, great, you've killed him. Alright, well anyway, we're at the observation level, so that's a good thing. Alright, now we can only hope that this area is peaceful. Because if it's not, That will be bad. Man, what a beautiful picture. Someone who had this desk had the best view in the whole damn facility. Okay. So the mainframe is currently unresponsive. The amount of power reaching the terminal seems to be insufficient. Okay. Well, this is related. Repair of 35 or higher and 1 piece of scrap metal required. Well, I don't have any fucking scrap metal. I've seen scrap metal, but I just didn't pick it up. Well, that's my mistake. Okay. Is there any in this room? Oh, that's highly unfortunate. Why would they just not put any scrap metal in this room? Oh. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to go get scrap metal, I guess, so I'm gonna have these guys wait here. Then I'll get the scrap metal, and then we'll do this thing, so hold on. Alright, so actually, conveniently enough, the Protectrons that we had killed right outside the room, they actually, like, dropped scrap metal. So that was really fortunate. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, we've already seen this. Initial trials. Pending the successful launch of our Archimedes 2, we ought to be able to begin field trials with the handheld rangefinder within a few weeks. Our small-scale tests have already proven the viability of sending power as microwave radiation from the plant to a remote receiver and converting it back into a usable form. All that remains is to extrapolate it to full scale and then prove out the long-range communication/targeting system on the rangefinder. Okay. Let's configure the power grid. Alright, so here's where we can choose what to do. Now, these will both give you, like, fame with the followers of the apocalypse, which, as that one scientist guy who seemed legit that we were talking to, they're actually, like, for the benefit of everyone. And the followers of the apocalypse are actually really good, like, faction to align yourself with. But this only goes to, like, their poorest communities, which, you know, that could be reasonable. But this goes, like, over the whole region, so everyone gets some of the power, even if it's not as much as if we just diverted it fully to, you know, everyone. This option is what the one guy was saying. This goes to NCR areas, which will give you a lot of NCR fame. This will let you arm the weapon that they were talking about in those terminals. And you can't use it yet because you have to find, like, the rangefinder that they were talking about in that last entry I read. So you could do this if you want, and you can activate this weapon, like, once a day. It's like this huge fucking doomsday ray gun, but it's like, I don't know, it's not the most ethical option, so I never go for it. But if you really want to play that way, and if you really want to have that weapon, you can do it. But just beware, there are consequences with other factions. This option, I think it just, like, shuts down the plant. I wouldn't use that. Like, this, I don't even know why this is here. I don't think it really has any functionality with the game, like the story, so just ignore that. I'm going to go with full region because I want everyone to have some of the power. And despite what the NCR wants, everyone deserves some, no matter if you're just the NCR or if you're just, like, someone in an independent city. So here we go. Alright. Insufficient capacity, brownouts likely. Alright. So if we do that, it's basically what that was saying is that the plant doesn't really produce enough output to, like, fully supply that all the time. Like, it can do it, but there might be brownouts, which basically means that they'll occasionally just have, like, power outages from time to time. But at least they'll have power more so than they would if we put the power elsewhere. Okay. So yeah, best option in my opinion, and we'll just go with that. Alright, you. There's a brain right there doing something. You never get to interact with that, unfortunately. So this robot, if you didn't have, like, a high enough repair, you can actually, like, just boot up this robot and it'll go down and repair the thing that we had to get the scrap metal for. But that's just if you have like a really low repair. And we didn't even have to deal with that. So, okay. Now we're up here on the observation deck. And we're going to go ahead and turn these on. I don't understand why I didn't have to repair those arrays. Like, that's really, really weird, because that's usually a part of the quest. So I don't know if it's like just like with one of the mods I have, or if it just completely got skipped over. But I will not complain. So, alright, we can activate this 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So let's just go ahead, skip forward like 13 hours, and then we can be good to go. Now, I warn you, if you would not like to be blinded, you might not want to watch this, but it's not like that bright, but we are going to see some really bright action. Okay, there we go. And hello. Oh, here we go. Oh, snap. Oh, boy. Ooh. Okay. Now, for some slight disclaimer. Wait, why is that showing that there's an enemy here? It's weird. I actually have an idea of why we might not have had to repair the arrays. So, with the E&B mod that I'm using, you actually can't use like cat eye or anything like that because it deals with the lighting and stuff. So, and it also, we didn't get to be blinded because of that mod. I think it kind of canceled out that lighting thing. So I think maybe because the mod affects this scene, they've actually like done it so that you don't have to repair the arrays. So that's unfortunate for me doing this playthrough because I'm trying to also have it serve as a walkthrough. But if you're doing this quest without an E&B mod, or at least this specific mod, before you come up to this tower, you have to like collect 5 or so like spare arrays and then go around and repair these. And they're like, they might be random where they are, but it's like all marked on your map if you're following the quest through your Pip-Boy. So yeah, that's something that usually happens when you do this, but because I had the mod, I got out of that. And honestly, I won't really complain that much. But still. Alright. And I can't... Oh, I can fast travel here. Okay, this is just going to be the easiest thing for me to do. So let me get back to that one guy, and then we'll wrap up this quest, and that's actually going to be it for this video. Because like I said at the start of it, this was going to be a shorter video, so yeah. Alright, so I made it back, and we're not going to talk to the imbecile standing in that room, and I don't mean Boone. We're going to talk to this guy.
What can I help you with?
Alright. I've routed the power. Okay, I diverted the power to the grid.
I saw that on the monitors here, and you sent it to everyone. Very admirable. Now that the NCR is more or less what they want, hopefully their curiosity about the plan is satisfied, and they'll dig no deeper. The followers will be grateful. Here, take these as a parting gift. I hope you'll find them useful.
Alright. Thank you. Okay, so we're accepted by the followers, and he gives us some healing items and some fame. And one thing we didn't see, because I think I was still like in the dialogue with him, but he does give us a big book of science, so we could use that, get a little bit of science increase. And I know that there's a medicine book somewhere in this place, and I could try to find that, but I'm actually like not that worried about it. But just so you know, if you wander around this place long enough, you'll find the medicine book, and that will be of some benefit to you. So yeah. Alright, so that's going to be it for now. And in between videos, I'm going to go off and like visit a merchant and get some healing items. So we have a good amount of caps, and I'm tired of not having stim packs, so that's something we need to fix. And then at the start of the next video, like we'll be back here, and we're actually going to make our way to Boulder City, and we'll stop at some places along the way. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you will join me next time. So, I'll see you guys then.